Hello YouTube, and welcome back. So hopefully Temtem will work this time, and work this Tem, I guess. Let's see. Getting the stream back up on my phone. And it should... Nope, that's not the right one. Restart, or refresh my stream, Temtem Take 2. Alright, and yes, hello again, Crazy Corn Monkey. And welcome to Temtem. So let's go to new game. Alright. That's a very small difference. I am probably close to this-ish. I'd say that guy. That's me. That's my running. Head shape. Can I zoom in on that? Nope. There, that's how you rotate, but no, can't zoom in. I would say more pointed, I guess. Face. I'll go with this one, I guess. I'm gonna give myself blue eyes, but I don't actually have blue eyes. Well, I guess I could just make it more myself. Like more like myself, I guess. Except for the hair. Do they have... I don't think they do. No, I guess not. I guess that's kind of the closest. Not really. In a lot of games like these, I really want a pompadour. I don't have a pompadour in real life, unfortunately. But this is probably closest. I do like having blue hair in games, though. So that looks terrible. What if I swap that for this? Nope, that doesn't work either. It's not a very bold blue hair, but it's close enough. You got brown eyes? That's cool. Let's see. For clothing, that's funny. I like that. That's the sprite, I guess, for that. Let's see, blue, black, or like a lighter blue. As you can tell, my favorite color is blue. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Pants. I can't. You know, I think it's hilarious that you can run around in your underwear in this game. That's an option. I think that's great. I don't necessarily think anyone should, but just the fact that it's an option. I'm gonna go with Riku pants. I don't remember his exact colors for his pants, but yeah, those are totally Riku pants. Just saying. Although, oh wait, I could have stripes on them. That does actually look kind of cooler. Then my bag. I like this one. Of course, same old color scheme. And my name. Now the name is very important. You found out what a pompadour is? Yes, pompadour. You gotta be kind of specific with the pompadour. I don't know. I kind of want to take the time now to show you the exact pompadour I'm thinking about. But if you go to Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO, the pompadour that they have in that game is the one that got me hooked on pompadours. But anyways, the name is going to be Mr. E, because that's what I always use for Pokemon. Oh, I can't use I mean, I guess I could use an underscore, Mr. E, so no oh wait, hyphen, not underscore. Like that, I guess? Or oh wait, just space. One of the words must have three. Okay, well, if I can't be Mr. E, I gotta be Patch. Choose my pronoun, he, him. Let's say that one. Okay. The character name is already in use. Of course it is. And I can't use numbers. I could do patch E How about that? Okay, that's fine. Yes, a very poofy pompadour. And I specifically love how it looks on the, not to make you go look again, but I think they're called the Lalafell. They're like the little people in that game, which that came out a little wrong, but if you've played the game, you know what I mean. Again, you don't have to go look that one up. Specifically, the pompadour is fantastic. And legitimately, I would probably pay money if they put that pompadour in this game. I doubt they would, though. All right. So, like I was saying at the beginning of last stream, this game is very early access. This is day one that it launched. It's an MMO, which is very difficult on launch day for the developers and servers and stress and all that. You're very curious, so you're going to go, all right, that's fine. What was I just saying? Yeah, it's very early access, so there's going to be long load times like this, I guess, as well as potentially bugs. And I know the audio probably just stopped because I am switching over to look on looking over on Twitter just to see if they posted like, oh hey, it went down again, or something like that. It's possible it took too long in the character creation and now I've like disconnected again or something. I want to give the game some time because, like I said, early access. I've said it like 5 times now. Give the devs a bit of a break. I understand that it's difficult, and I was kind of expecting that there would be issues. I was just kind of hoping to actually get into the game and then experience the issues. What happened while you were exploring Pompadour Land? I created my character, which I unfortunately had to name Patch E because Mr. E didn't work, and Patch was already taken. I guess I could have used a hyphen, maybe? I don't know. But now it's loading, I think. I'm pretty sure it's loading. Just gonna kind of move my mouse around so I can watch it on my phone as I'm watching the stream in order to get the whatchamacallit. So if you don't know about this game, or Crazy Corn Monkey, do you know about Temtem? Have you heard of it? Do you have any knowledge of it other than I am streaming it right now? Because I was going to ask if you had a preference of which of the 3 starters I choose. I'm pretty sure I know which one. I'm just kind of slightly debating between 2. It's interesting that it's different from Pokemon in the sense that it's not just grass, fire, water for the starters. Haha, you said water type, but there's not technically a water type. There is a type that you could kind of assume is the water stand-in, but yes, if there was a water type, I would definitely choose a water type. But unfortunately, the choices are essentially like a crystal, so sort of like rock, but rock is also its own thing, so crystal is different, which is interesting. Mental, which is sort of psychic, and in the lineup, it's sort of like the water stand-in, even though there is a water type, so it's not like water types in the game, but not a starter water type. And then there's essentially a fire fighting, which I think it's funny to me that a game that is so similar to Pokemon, but in my opinion trying to be better than Pokemon, would choose a firefighter as a starting type. Like, I mean, a starter Pokemon being a firefighting type. Considering how much of a meme it is that there are too many firefighter starters in Pokemon, I think it's just hilarious that they would go for one like that. I don't know very much about that Pokemon, so it's possible that it's just a fighting type and not a fire type. I'm pretty sure it's a firefighting. It could just be fighting, though. I could be wrong about that. You said firefighting reminded you of Incineroar, which is funny because Incineroar, I was like, wait a second, is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. Incineroar isn't firefighting. He's fire dark. He's a luchador wrestler type, which makes him seem like he would be a fighting type. But there's like this whole, I was gonna say theory, but that's not right. There's this whole concept in wrestling of having a heel fighter, I guess, or like a heel in the ring, I guess. I don't know the right phrasing for it, but essentially to have a sort of like dark mascot or like villain in the wrestling story. So that's sort of the type of Pokemon he is. So that's why he's dark instead of fighting, which is interesting. And I understand that it's technically not a fighting type, but it's kind of like a fighting Pokemon. It's basically a fighting type, even though it's not technically a fighting type. So it's it's like an honorary fighting type, in my opinion. I am leaning towards the Crystal Pokemon. One, because I think it's kind of cool. But then also, if it's like the first Pokemon in the Tempedia, which is essentially the Pokedex, then I kind of want to start from the beginning and catch them all. And it's funny that whenever I hear other people comparing this game to Pokemon, I just feel like, dang, like, I'm afraid of it being compared too much because of copyright or whatever. But then as I'm talking about this game, I can't help but compare it to Pokemon, because it's clearly, like, even in their Kickstarter or Humble Bundle or whatever it is, they mention that it's Pokemon inspired. And I kind of feel like I should restart the game at this point. I feel like I've been waiting long enough that it's possible I should just restart. So, yeah, I'm going to turn it off and then close it out. Come on. All right. It's doing its closing thingy. Let's see if it saved my character creation. Probably not. And I don't mind if I have to remake that character creation, because it obviously didn't take very long, especially now that I know what my choices are. So let's see. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to give him a better name or something. And I hear my wife coming in the door. She's getting home from work. Then, hello, I'm live streaming. I'm trying to play Temtem, but it took a while because the servers went down right as I started streaming. And now that they're back, I did the character creation, but then it stopped loading before I got into the game. So yeah, I have the chat on my phone instead of on my other screen.
Hi guys.
Just a just a hi.
Just a hi.
I was telling Crazy Corn Monkey about my obsession with Pompadours.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 14. And dang it, now I'm not even going to be able to get into the game. I may just have to wait a week or two, or at least a day or two, for the stream to, or for the game to actually work.
Is it just that popular?
Well, my place in the queue right now is 5,143. It's not specifically that it's popular necessarily. It's just because it's a more of an indie game, and it's really difficult to judge how many people are going to play day one. And even on their stress tests, they had a bunch of issues that they were fixing, and like all day their Twitter feed has been, oh hey, here's a fix, and then here's another fix, here's a patch, here's another update, hey, if this is broken, do this thing, and like constantly trying to keep up with the server overload. But yeah, I probably should have kept this open in like a separate tab and then just play Dead Cells in the background while I'm waiting rather than just completely stop to do the other one. I was watching a stream of a guy playing this like as soon as it started, and he was in queues that were like 8,000 or 10,000 huge, and then after a little bit of waiting it would drop down by like 900 or 800 numbers, I guess. So I know that they let people in waves, and one time he was still like thousands away and then was let in. So I really have no idea how long it's going to take to get into into the game. Hopefully not too long, obviously, because it'd be fun to actually play the game. And while I'm here, well, no, I was gonna say I should start the recording on OBS so that maybe I could just like edit this down or something, but there's not really much of a point. I'll just try to remember to look back at this stream and like find the start point and maybe put like a link in the description or something to when the stream starts or when the game starts or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But what was I gonna say? I was saying, oh yeah, about how I don't want to compare it to Pokemon, but obviously it's incredibly similar, and even they pointed out it's different enough that I don't think Pokemon would have any way to like sue them or anything. And it kind of sounds ridiculous that they would sue them over a game like this. But, well, there was another game that I played on this channel called Pokemon Ethereal Gates. I just played the demo of it, and it was very clearly a fan-made Pokemon game that used the term Pokemon and, you know, Pokeball and all that. So that was obviously taken down because it was literally using like Nintendo names and IP, I guess. So that obviously makes sense why it was taken down. This game, again, is very Pokemon inspired, and it is very similar. Like, not just in the idea of you're catching Pokemon, but as you will see, you are starting off on your first day of being a tamer, and then you go see the professor, and he lets you choose between 3 starters while your rival gets to choose after you or whatever. So a lot of things are very similar. A lot of the like camera angles, I guess, if you want to get that nitpicky, in terms of like battle animations and all that, seems a bit similar. But again, the names are different. The art style is different. It's on computer instead of the Switch, which technically it is going to be on the Switch when it fully releases. So it's, you know, it's different enough. You know, it's actually good, which is a joke. I do enjoy Pokemon. I've put many hours into Pokemon, but a lot of the criticisms that Pokemon receives are usually pretty valid. You see a lot of apps on the phones with Pokemon names. It's called Pokemon Battlegrounds. Yeah, you know, it's crazy to me how much mobile apps get away with copyright infringement. Like, there was a time where I was seeing like 2 or 3 different games where like the ad was either using Pokemon models in their battle or would literally just take scenes from the anime and put them in the ad, and then like the advertisement would stop and take you to the screen of the game, and the game looked completely different. So I thought that was ridiculous. But all right, so I'm back in. Now let's see. If I hit play, will it take me to character creation? Or will I just get stuck on another black screen waiting for it to load into the actual game? Who knows? It's possibly a really bad idea that I had quit when it was loading. I probably should have just waited and let it load. But yeah. I am glad that I'm live streaming this rather than recording this as like a Let's Play. Because if I was recording this, I would just be sitting here doing nothing. Probably playing on my phone, actually. But at least when I'm streaming, I have someone to talk to. So thank you, Crazy Corn Monkey, for joining. Thank you very much. And I don't know. Maybe I'll name a first Pokemon after you or something. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Yours is Greninja. Greninja is cool. He's probably like my 3rd favorite starter, maybe. I don't know. He's in the top 5 for sure. But my favorite Pokemon of all time is probably Nidoking. Second favorite would be like Blastoise or Squirtle. They're very close. But Nidoking, I'd probably have to say, is my favorite Pokemon overall. And then Blastoise or Squirtle being favorite starter. it is surprising to me how much I love the color blue and water types in Pokemon, and yet Nidoking is my favorite. It was just one of the times that I played through Leaf Green. Well, really like my first time seriously playing through it, I guess. It was like the first Pokemon game that I really owned and played. I wouldn't say as an adult because I was still like a teenager, but oh wait, Patch E still sleeping, and I'm not gonna read all of the chat, or I mean like all of the actual talking. I had this dream. I don't know what the dream is. They're all waiting for me. Why are they waiting for me? It's Apprentice Eve. And again, I was watching someone else stream through this, so I get the vague idea of what's going on, so that's why I'm skipping through the dialogue pretty quickly. And obviously, I wouldn't want to spoil the dialogue for anyone else. Is it loading? Do I... Okay, I guess... Okay, there we go. I got the Tempedia. The quintessential device every tamer should have. The Tempedia records crucial info on every Temtem seen and caught. Yours is a present from Aina? Aina? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna say Aina. Just what I wanted. Thank you. Yes, it's the Tempedia where it stores info and Constantinos. Interesting. So yes, Crazy Corn Monkey. I do believe I've decided quite spontaneously that I will name my first Pokemon after you. My starter Pokemon. Would you prefer Corn Monkey or Corn Monk? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that firefighter I was talking about is like a monkey. Do you want me to pick that one? My server connection has been lost. Try connecting again in a few seconds. But the thing's going on in the background. Yeah, like the story is continuing as it's saying I'm disconnected. And I'm back in the queue. Okay. Only 113, so that should be much faster than the 5,000. But yes. So would you like me to name the Pokemon after you? And or how would you like me to name it after you? And or do you want to pick the starter? I'm honestly not sure what I would name these things. Which, I say things, but these Temtem. Just because in Pokemon, I had like a very random way of naming things. Naming Pokemon. So it's very much like on the spot. It's either on the spot or like as soon as I see it, I know exactly what I'm going to name it. Which I guess those two seem kind of similar. But like if I don't know what to name it, then once I'm at the point where I have to name it, it's usually like based on a show that I'm watching while playing or something. I don't know. It's very strange. But for these Temtem, I almost don't want to nickname them so that I have more time to really see their actual names. Okay, continue. And I'm back in my room. Let's take these first steps again. Back to another loading screen. Like this thing? What do you name this thing? It's like a flower. It looks like Hop Hip, but it's obviously not Hop Hip. Alright. This is Zadar. I was going to say Xander, but there's no N in there. Zadar. Congrats. Yay. Happy Apprentice's Eve. Everyone in Zadar is here. It's a very small town. Big day, but they're also going to miss me. Here's a little pocket money. Yay. I get money. And there's Max, my rival. Max. Alright, I'm ready. And I probably would be reading this more if I was on my own just playing it, but because, well, partly because I'm your Soblu Pokemon Sword is Sobby sobs because he was crying. Yeah. Blah blah blah. You know, it's weird. Generally, I do want to read all the stuff that they're saying, but because this game, hold on. Okay, I had to mute the microphone because I was sneezing. Because this game is so new, and I'm afraid of it crashing at like any minute, I want to just rush through it as fast as I can to actually see, you know, the game. But yeah, normally I would be taking time to read it. I felt like I was going to sneeze again, but let's see. So Princess Eve, never ready to handle first Temtem. So he's got... Hold on. Okay. So digital Temtem, essentially Digimon, are very rare and powerful. I'm assuming they're this version's like dragon type Pokemon. And yeah, just skipping through. Blah blah blah. Okay, so here we have how would you pronounce it? Hushik? I'd say Hushik or Huchik. Mental Temtem, strong against neutral and melee, but weak against crystal. I do like the idea of it being strong against neutral, because I feel like that's going to be the normal type that I run into a lot. So being super effective against that would be pretty nice. However, let's also take a look at this guy. Smazzy is a melee Temtem, strong against earth and crystal, but weak against mental. He won it in a pub brawl in Lockburg. So yeah, it probably is just fighting or melee type and probably not fire. Probably. I don't know. And then there's this little guy, Crystal. It's a Crystal Temtem. Strong against electric and mental, which is interesting because it's weak against fire and earth. Like, I know I shouldn't compare it to Pokemon too much, but trying to sort of equate this in my mind to a Pokemon type. If it's strong against electric, that would essentially make it ground, but it's also good against psychic, which would make it more like a dark or ghost, but it's weak against fire and earth, which is completely different. Like, it's very interesting. Which one is adorable? Crazy Corn Monkey, because remember there's a delay. I'm pretty sure you mean Crystal, which is the one that I wanted to pick, especially because it's such an interesting typing to me, or like type advantages and such. So are you sure, Crazy Corn Monkey, that I should pick Crystal? Because I'm like 95% sure I want to pick it. So if you want to pick it, and or again, if you want to name it, feel free to let me know. And again, can you hear the game? Is the game too quiet, too loud? I'm never sure about that. And I didn't really take time to test it because I didn't want to waste any time. It's going to give you a little bit longer. I know there's a delay in the chat and all that, so I want to be sure that you have enough time to respond, considering you're the only one here. You can hear it? Okay. In that case, if you're responding to saying you can hear the music, but you haven't responded to if I should pick this Pokemon, then I will go ahead and pick the Pokemon. Excellent choice. Yay! And his trait is Amphibian, which means when he's attacked with a water technique, he gets extra speed, which I think is just even more confusing when compared with all of the other type advantages and stuff. So let's see. It's more of a physical attacker than a special attacker, but they are pretty close. More of a physical defense than special defense. Just cool. Do I like yeah, I can rename it. So I can choose which I want. I don't know if I can rename it elsewhere. I don't remember knowing that. So I'll give you another moment if you want me to name it after you. I feel like I'd probably call it Corn Monkey or Cornmon. That could be fun. I think that's what I'll name it. Cornmon. and then if you disagree, I will rename it later if I can. All right. So I can go to the tab, select squad, and such. So tab, squad. Cool. So grass blade. How do I just click on it? Where? Details. There we go. Grass blade, like death by 100 cuts, but this is just one of them. 32 damage, 5 stamina, double priority, mirror shell. I get special defense up, which is cool. Many Temtem have the habit of gently chewing plants and furniture. This is a little less gentle. So it's actually stronger than Grassblade, which is interesting. And it takes more stamina, I guess. You have no objections to the name? Alright, cool. So that's interesting. Oh, right, duh, because it's a little stronger. That's why it has more stamina. Alright. Then let's go fight our rival. And yeah, teacher's pet, blah, blah, blah. Brand new Temtem. Now, let's see. From what I've seen on other playthroughs, whenever they picked the mental type, this digital type was 2 times effective against it. I don't know if... let's see. I'm gonna... let's see. I don't know what's good against digital. If Crystal would be... I'm gonna assume that the digital type is just super effective against all the starter types. So that didn't do very much. Mechanical heat. Ah, yes, that's a fire type attack. Oh, but it didn't one-shot me. It got me real close, though. Dang. I wonder if there's any chance of me beating it. Oh, you know what it is? That Pokemon, or, sorry, Temtem, probably is like Silvally, where he can change types based on an item, or like Kecleon, or a Protean or whatever. So yeah, that's probably what's making him more effective. Maybe if I had like gotten a lucky critical hit or something, I would have been able to defeat him. That'd be really interesting to see. Alright, and now Spoil Sport. Damage done with multi-target techniques is increased by 25%. That's cool. So I'm going to rename him Salmon, because he looks like a toucan. So I think Toucan Sam, or Toucan and Salmon. Alright. Or Two-Way? I don't know. Alright. And also, I didn't pay attention. Did he say it was rare? That's cool. Alright, blah, blah, blah. This is where I'm kind of paying a little more attention because I don't know exactly what's coming up. I do have a Tem card, which lets me catch Temtem. Some Balm to heal, which is cool. Cool. And he wants me to go to the next place. Totodile. That's funny. So yeah, this is an MMO, so you can see a bunch of other people running around. I can check the backpack, blah, blah, blah. Where though? Right here. Check backpack, got the bomb, got the key items, archipelago map. Can I, oh right, I have to use it with M. So how do I, can't use the Tempedia? Or is that just on a different tab? Yeah, here we go. So Ori, or I guess, don't have any information about him because I only saw him. All right, scroll back up. Oh no, he is number 2. That's interesting. Can I filter? Captured. There we go. So number 72. That's interesting. That the starter Pokemon, or sorry, starter Temtem, I'm gonna do that a lot. Aren't like number 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1, 4, and 7. Rested. First you turn the himself. Interesting. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, obviously the bird is faster, has more special attack, and about the same as regular attack, which is interesting. A lot less defense. Although more special defense. It's curious. And resilient. Cannot be knocked out due to overexertion. That's nice. I'm curious if those are potentially random names or whatever. Can I talk to you? Because I saw someone 20% off. No problem. You're looking for appendix until when you can't find it. Where did you last see it? Okay, so she went for a swim and lost it. So that's cool that you can accept requests from other people, and I'm assuming I'll be able to get it later. Words, time of different eyes. Guess you youngsters before Arizona, right? The big city excitement, the crowds, the hustle and bustle. Remember this one day you'll learn to dismiss blah blah blah. I've never been outside. Too young to travel, except for now. Now I can enjoy my childhood while it lasts. All right. And let's see. All right. So I have to go that way. Let's see. What's this way? Okay, just nothing. Impressive send off. Not a word. Take care of Max. I'll be nice. I'll say I'll take care of him. All right, fine. Wanted to be rude. So he's not my problem. All right. So this is the first patch of grass. I'm gonna fight a Temtem. I almost said Pokemon again. All right, Pajaro. Let's go, Cornmon and Salmon. Oh, I just realized Cornmon, Salmon. All right, to capture them, use Tem card. Assuming after I do some damage. So yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about what's this? Oh, that's swapping and resting, I'm assuming. It's my bag. It's a flying type, or I'm assuming it's a flying type. I'm just gonna go with a nibble rather than a grass. Or no, it's a crystal. Why did I think? Wait, hold on. Can I go back? Yes, glass blade. I was thinking grass blade for some reason. How many? Yeah, how many Temtem can be out at a time? 2. Pretty much every battle in this game is 2-on-1 or 2-on-2. So that's really cool. I'm actually going to use glass blade. Alright, so 40 damage or 24. And I like how it's all beaked Temtem, like to playfully peck their tamers. This is a less friendly version. So less damage but faster, or more damage. I'm going to go for more damage. And not too bad. Oh wait, that was half damage it said? Ooh, nice. Pajaro uses Stare. Lowers my defense. So essentially Leer. Not to compare it to Pokemon too much. But let's go with another Nibble. And a Peck. Which sounds funny, even in Temtem terms. Oh wait, I was supposed to catch it. Alright, well. I guess I'm gonna go find another one of those. And see, I had done like the perfect amount of damage to try to catch it. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can do that again. Hopefully I won't do like a critical hit or anything. So we'll go with a glass blade and a wind blade because flying is apparently not very effective against flying, which is interesting. Alright, gonna stare at me again. Alright, bag, Tem card. Oh, I was like, wait, what happened? Can I use another Tem card? Okay, it's just one at a time. Maybe it'll give me 2 chances if it fails. Although it's got pretty low HP, so I don't think it'll fail. Alright, Pajaro. Friendship. Immune to allies' offensive techniques. That's pretty useful. And a wind type. That's the type. Rename. I want to name it Pharaoh. You know what? I've already accidentally started naming them Mon at the end, which I kind of like. I was kind of thinking of reserving Mon at the end of the name for the digital type, so they could make a joke about it being a Digimon. I'm gonna call this one. What's a good pharaoh name? I guess Yugi, or like King Tut. Yeah. It reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a little similar because of the cards, like you said. And it's funny that I was just thinking of Yugi because of pharaohs. Yugimon. Yeah. All right. I was thinking it, and then you said it, so I'll go with it. Yugimon. Send to the squad. But I don't think I'm going to be using him much right now. I am curious about when/if I get a whatchamacallit, a experience share. Because as much as everyone else complains about it, I do kind of like having an experience share. Alright. So now we've got a Teteru. I'm going to go with the usual Glass Blade, but this time I'm going to peck Pajaro so that... oh, he pecked me back. So I can actually get rid of him and then just deal with Totaro. Tenderness. Alright. So it's going to lower my attack, right? Or, wait. Oh, never mind. I was like, wait, the battle's over? But no. I'm going to go with a Nibble and rest or wait or whatever. Okay, so that's not too bad. And did that lower my attack? I think it did. Yeah, attack down. And Salmon get some rest. Alright. I'll rest again. And then go for a temp card. This thing, again, I need to take like a counter for all the times I compared this game to Pokemon. But it reminds me of an Audino. We're gonna try another temp card just as a backup. Kind of slightly looks like a pig. But there's some other creature that I'm thinking it looks like. Not sure. Totaro. So it's resilient, cannot be knocked out due to exertion. I think these traits might just be randomly generated. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Let's see. Totaro. Got ears. It's obviously less of a combative. Reminds you of Bayleaf? Yeah, a little bit. I do kind of want to call it Oddmon. I'll go with that. Oddmon, because it reminds me of Audino from Pokemon. Alright, so now I've got 4 Pokemon. Or, sorry, 4 Temtem. I think I'm cool with continuing. Like, moving forward. Let's see. I feel like there's not going to be too many different types of Pokemon. Or, different kinds of Temtem. In the beginning of the game, at least. Just because... what was I going to say? It is early access, so not all of the Temtem are going to be in the, or that are in the game now are not all the ones that are in the game now make up the entirety of what's in the game. That was a strange way of phrasing it. But what I mean is there's going to be more Temtem later. Pepe the fishmonger? Okay, that's fine. Or yeah, but I was supposed to meet someone that's looking for this person. Okay, but I have to fight them first. Okay. Alright, so he's got a pig. I want to say it's Tepig because of like Temtem or Temtem and a pig. Big epic. It's an epic pig. Alright, well let's start with taking down Pajaro because I've practiced taking them down before. So this should be fine. Alright. It would be hilarious if I could catch his Temtem. Ooh, kind of caught myself. Okay, so bamboozle. I don't know what that did. I'm just no. Go for I need to learn the typing. And I don't know what type it is. I'm assuming it's neutral. Failed due to the effects of bamboozle. Okay, so that was normal. I'm guessing the name of the move will change color based on if it does more or less damage. But I wasn't really paying attention. Tepic. Autocorrect. Tepig is who you were thinking of. Yeah. Oh, new technique. Shrill voice. Rarely used in the activities. Neutral technique. Deference to the whole class. Team. So interesting. Does that mean it'll affect my crystal as well? Because that's interesting. Hold on. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, never mind. I think I wasn't sure if I like had a choice to pick, and I only picked one, or at least saw one. I wasn't paying attention there. I tried to look over on my phone to see if I could read it, but I couldn't read it. Alright, so yeah, you're supposed to go find someone. I'll go back and talk to other people. No. Let's see, because I know that there are side quests that you can pick up. So I've got to look for people to talk to. I can talk to Crystal. Or Cornbon, I mean. So what's up? Hey, sure you're going to the academia, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Max is coming too. Plan is ever perfect. I'll say he's a friend. I'll be nice. Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't technically know him very well, I guess. In the game, I mean. Good morning. How are you this fine morning? Riveting conversation, sir. I'm going to be a tamer. Alright. Let's see. Big epic. My big epic. Good morning. Have a nice day. And I'll just talk to like one more person. Oh, Fiamenta. Ha! Pepe! Having a good day. Looking for Pepe. Here's what's on with lunch. Let's go to Temtem. Have a great time. Academia. Okay, so, I mean, you could have given me a quest. I would have found him and told him to come back. Ah. Alright. Another Pajaro. And I think I'm actually going to end stream soon. I kind of wish that I had been playing this game the entire time, rather than waiting for so long. But that's fine. I will pick this up tomorrow. For sure. I'm going to play for a little bit longer, but just so you know, I'm going to be ending soonish. I do kind of like that I'm not leveling up quite as crazy fast as you do in Sword and Shield. But I can tell it's going to take a while before I start leveling up more. Alright. Let's fight, I guess. Practical lesson. Fighting alongside a friend. Alongside a friend. Alright. Teteru. This would be a good time for me to use... what's its face? Yeah. I'll just switch into... Never mind, they're low on health. I will not be switching into them. Let's go for a peck. Because again, I wasn't paying attention to whether they're super effective or anything. Tenderness. Just going to lower my attack. Which I should pay attention to if these are special attack or physical attack moves. Oh, he's actually going for the scratch. Ooh, dang, that was really strong. Reason lower stats, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, so it's physical. Still got plenty of... Who's it? So... Says the whole team. Does that mean... Okay, so the whole enemy team. That's good. Shrill voice. That used up a lot of stamina. I also wasn't. I don't remember what Spoil Sport did. Oh, that's right. It does more damage if it attacks multiple people. I was thinking that if it attacked every Temtem on the field, then I should switch into the other bird that doesn't take damage from ally moves. That would be a good strategy, but that's obviously not what happened. All right, so that's good to know. Good to know. Is this another surprise attack? Nope. Here, that team was just training. Training what? Free running. All right, cool. Sounds interesting. And yes, you can jump over ledges. That basic tutorial, which I will actually use because it looks like there's an item. Oh, and it was a trap. I've got to fight the greedy tamer. That was well placed. Well played, well played. 2 pig epics. I should heal. Because Salmon, I think, was low on health. Yeah. But they don't seem very strong, so let's just go with a peck and a blade. It's pretty decent. Ooh, almost. Oh, nibbling on crystal. And bamboozling his own friend. I really need to know what bamboozle does, because that's very interesting. Let's go for another shrill voice. I'll get rid of 1 pig epic. And he's using bamboozle, but it failed. So I don't think it's a good idea that his ally used bamboozle on him. Let's go with a nibble. And yeah, another peck. I really need to get a pig. Winner takes all. Yep, I will take all of your money. Mwahaha. Alright. Can I? Yep. I found a vital apple. Keeps Temtem vet away. Restores 25% HP. That's pretty good. Is there more down here? Nope. And I can jump back down here. I want to see if I can make it to the next town. However, let me look at the map. That's cool. It does look like a bit of a long ways away. Yeah, so the lighter green is the grass. I have to get through all that and make my way around. That's probably the oh wow, it's huge. Alright, I'm gonna head back to my house and see if it'll let me rest to heal up my Temtem, so I don't have to use any items. And in that case, that's where I'm going to end it. I know this is very little progress being made. Is this my house? This is not my house. Oh, like little bug. Blah, blah, blah. Come to visit Aina. Is that a Roomba? Nice. You even got Roombas in this place. I feel like I should talk to people because it's one of the #1 rules in Pokemon is to talk to everyone. And gosh dang, I want to keep playing. And I'm not sure if I should keep playing off stream and just like level up my Temtem or something. I'll probably do that. Because this is not my house, this is a lab. Where is my stinking house? Do I not have a house? Was that just not all of the houses? Can I not go up the ladder? Huh. Okay, this is probably my house. There we go. Can I rest in bed? I cannot. Do I have to talk to her? Yes. Okay. So that'll heal them up. And yeah, if I do play, I'll just be leveling up at Temtem, and I'll probably catch the pig. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this game. There's no interactions. Notifications, no. Emotes. So I'll see you later. It's a great way to end it if I can just like time it with ending the stream. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.